The Ottawa Senators have signed college hockey star Christian Wolanin to a 2-year entry-level contract. We've got all the details coming up next. Welcome back to another video here at Top Shelf Hockey. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. We review and discuss all 31 NHL teams, so if you're a huge hockey fan, consider subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So as I mentioned off the top, the Ottawa Senators have come to terms with college hockey star Christian Wolanin, who's a left-shot offensive defenseman from the University of North Dakota. He was their 4th-round draft pick back in 2015. It was speculated that he may leave school after this season and he may opt to not sign in Ottawa and become a free agent this summer, but they have had a lot of talks here over the past few days. We saw a report yesterday indicating that talks between the Senators and Wolanin's agent were intensifying and were expected to come to an agreement here shortly. And it was announced earlier today, on Wednesday, March 21st, that the contract has been agreed to. Christian Wolanin's had a lot of success at the University of North Dakota. This year, putting up 35 points in 40 games. He's a tremendous offensively minded defenseman. There's no doubt there's still some work to be done on the defensive side of the game for Wolanin, but he does come from a good hockey background. His father, Craig Wolanin, had 13 NHL seasons under his belt, playing for a variety of NHL teams, including the Quebec Nordiques, Toronto Maple Leafs, New Jersey Devils, and I believe there was a few others as well. Wolanin is expected to join the Senators right away. He will be getting into some game action. His entry-level deal's for 2 years, and they will be burning a year of the contract by getting him into some game action here shortly. It is a possibility that he may play in their next game Thursday night. If not, then perhaps on the weekend, but he will definitely be seeing some game action with the Senators here very shortly. One of the big problems with Ottawa's defense this year is that left side. Obviously, they've gone through a lot of change with obviously losing Marc Methot in the summertime, trading out Dion Phaneuf, etc. Mark Borieski was out for a long stretch this year with injuries. The left defense for the Ottawa Senators has been a big hole this year. Obviously, losing Marc Methot last year was a big blow to the team. Obviously, they traded Dion Phaneuf earlier this season. Mark Borieski's been out injured for a good chunk of the year. So the left side's been pretty weak on the Ottawa defense. And the way they like to play their systems, that left D plays a vital role in keeping the other teams trapped out of the neutral zone. So that's been a very much of a weak spot for the Senators. Now, all of a sudden, you throw in the emergence of Thomas Chabot, who's a left defenseman. Maybe Christian Wolanin can step in. Maybe he looks good enough that maybe he can take a spot for next season. And now, all of a sudden, you have some good young core players to maybe work into the mix here and improve things for Ottawa. Wolanin had a lot of success at the University of North Dakota, winning a championship with teammates such as Brock Besser and Tyson Jost. So Christian Wolanin is now 23 years of age. Obviously played 3 years of college hockey since he was drafted in 2015. Before that, he was playing in the USHL. So he certainly should be well mature and getting into some NHL action here. We'll see how things go, and maybe with any luck, he can be a regular in their lineup for next season. So it's great news for the Ottawa Senators. There was some concern, as I mentioned, that they may end up losing him to free agency, but at least they were able to, I'm sure, giving him a chance to play right away certainly enticed him and convinced him to sign. I'm sure that certainly played a role. Considering where things are at this year for the Ottawa Senators, they might as well give as many young guys as possible a chance to play to see what they have for their prospects for the future moving forward. If you're interested in learning more about other top NHL prospects, including the ones that are eligible to be drafted in this year's 2018 NHL Entry Draft, there'll be a YouTube card up here. We have a whole series of videos covering a lot of other NHL top prospects, so check that out. If you're new to the channel, I hope you consider subscribing. We cover all 31 NHL teams, and there's plenty of content here for everyone to enjoy. If you haven't done so already, consider checking us out on social media. You're going to find our Twitter handle on the screen right here. We're also on Facebook and Instagram, and all those accounts are linked down below in the description. As always, thank you very much for watching, everybody. We will catch you next time.